All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here. First show of 2024. First episode of the new year.
Yep.
Welcome aboard. We got a deluxe edition ready to go for you guys.
Yeah.
If you can't see, got some very, very prominent members of the Wheaton-Warrenville South student body here, representing Classics Show Choir. We're in for a treat.
Yeah. I mean, we have a preview performance tonight at 7 p.m. here in the Wheaton-Warrenville South Auditorium. I don't know if this episode will be up by then. We'll have to see. But if you can't catch us there, we have a lot of dates coming up of performances, pretty much competing every weekend in February. And then we host our own competition in March. That'll be the Choral Classic March 8 and 9. And that'll be at Wheaton-Warrenville South. So if you can't catch us tonight, make sure to be there March 8th and 9th.
And that's the granddaddy of them all, pretty much, right? That's when we deck out the main gym.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a big fan.
I mean, all students have to watch us because we do the
all-school performance.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and then we've got some guests today, so why don't we have everyone introduce themselves? Make it as long or as short as you like.
I'm Joey Kelly. I'm one of the dance captains, and I've been in the choir for 4 years.
I'm Max. I've been in the choir for 4 years, and I sing bass.
I'm Mia. I've been in it for 3 years, and then I was in a spree my freshman year, and I'm an alto.
I'm Faith. I'm a soprano 1, and I've been in classics this is my 3rd year.
So, follow-up question. Since this is a sports podcast, a sports production, so is like Esprit kind of like the minor leagues? Is it kind of like the feeders? Is it like a feeder system?
It's like the minor leagues.
No.
It's like
AAA ball though. AAA balls.
they do go in like a different division.
Yeah.
It's a different
Yeah.
But it's like they still are like one of the top girls groups in the entire country. So
Yeah.
like we take very good pride in both groups.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's all girls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
wasn't
it's a
aware.
different division.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Yeah,
aware.
it is all-
Before the feminists come after me, I wasn't aware.
I would not call it it's not like a JV.
Okay.
That's not what it is.
Yeah.
No.
Fair. Thanks for educating Neanderthal such as
And
myself.
then from what I understand, so there's the mixed group division, and then there's the treble group division.
Correct.
Right. So then Esprit competes in the treble group division.
Yes.
Correct.
Which they're on a big win streak.
Yes.
I think they're undefeated, though.
Yeah.
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 They're
and-
really good.
Yeah, and they lost once our sophomore year, but
Undefeated.
yeah, it would have been
Yeah.
So definitely props to Esprit.
Yeah.
And they'll also be competing at all the same competitions.
Yes.
correct.
Yeah.
And in a lot of cases, they will make finals with us too. That's how good they are. Usually,
Yeah.
finals is just mixed groups, but they're good enough to make finals with all the mixed groups. So,
Yeah, it's super fun, supporting each other, seeing each other's show every single time, and just watch our shows get better and better, and both of us just
Oh, yeah.
experience that together.
Learn the dances from their dances. Memorize all of their words.
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
And so this weekend, you guys are going to Nebraska, right?
That is correct.
Yes.
So what do we know about that comp?
Like Owen has the most.
I mean, I don't-
insane.
I don't know much. I just know that we're gonna have to sing really well because in Nebraska, singing is the big thing there, and our mojo, I'd say, is our choreography. Really, that's what we pride ourselves in most of the time. But we're really gonna have to sing to compete with those other groups up there because those judges are very tedious about how groups sing. But we are performing in the University of Nebraska Lincoln's Performing Arts Center, and our hotel's right across the street, so we got celeb status up there.
Nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, our caravan kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah.
We got that reputation, and they're gonna pull out all the red carpets for us. I feel,
Yeah.
as they should.
Yes.
Well, aren't we the only high school from Illinois going? Is that
From
true?
for
Yeah.
this competition.
I don't think we've ever been to this one, right?
No.
Yeah.
So it's a new
So it'll be a new experience for all these competitions, except for 2 of them will be new experiences for us. So it'll be exciting season, going to different places and stuff.
And then just a caveat, I'm the only one here that's not in show choir. So, I kind of hear things around the school, I have an idea, but all these guys definitely, all you guys live it, right? But from what I understand, it's a huge time commitment, right? You guys are there, you take a 10-hour bus ride to get there.
Uh-huh.
You get there super late. You have to get up super early.
Yeah.
So the comps are kind of a, huge commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah. We leave tomorrow after 7th period and get to the hotel around 11 p.m. And then, lucky enough for us, the Esprit girls wake up earlier since they perform earlier than we do. So we get to sleep in just a little bit. And then we have a whole day of show choir. And then we get back Sunday at 7 p.m. before school back on Monday.
But I am glad that the trips aren't going to be as long as the one last year to Petal, Mississippi.
Yeah.
What was that, 15,
It was
17
so
hours?
Yeah, something like
long.
And a bus. Like,
Yeah,
The
long
bus ride home was
bus.
the worst after that one with
With the Kemker
the
cough.
Matt Kemker cough.
Sickness just
That's
going
right.
around everywhere.
Matt Kemper
Yeah.
brought back the second Black Plague, which is awesome. If you're on a
Yeah.
bus with 50 other
Everyone
kids,
got sick.
close proximity, it went around quick.
Now that kid can really dance, right?
He's
I've
very
seen
flamboyant.
I've seen like TikTok videos. I've seen videos like just circulating around school, and he can move.
Yeah.
Oh, he can
Yeah.
move.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure.
He's a great tenor too. He's got a
Yeah.
he's got a
He's
high,
got a-
beautiful voice.
And his voice
Yeah.
travels a lot.
Nice,
Yeah.
Powerful.
nice. So other than Kemker, other than I'm like a super fan of this guy right here to my right. How do your pipes compare? Actually, you got a big solo this year,
Yeah.
Not this year.
no? Oh no, I thought you were.
I had one at the end of the show last year in the
Okay.
closer.
You won.
Yeah, I won Best Soloist at the Naperville North competition. But this year, I don't have one. Owen does.
Yeah.
But I think the show is going to be really great this year. And I'm super excited for tonight. And I am doing a solo competition, which is like not really, it's not the big competition with the groups, but it's just a separate side.
Is that this comp?
I don't know yet. I have to figure things out.
So, but like the solo comp, what they do is they pick like the top 2 or 3 or I don't know, and they get to perform before finals.
Finals performances.
So you would still get.
Yeah, the like each group has like 1, 2, maybe 3 people that want to go out for solo comp, and they all perform for judges during the day of the competition, and then they pick the top 3 and they get to perform before final starts.
And I think you can get like scholarships. I mean,
Yeah, Showcard gives
Yeah,
America
yeah.
scholarships probably.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then so like with the comp format, it's first you compete in your division, right? And then you go to a finals, and then that's like the last thing you do. Right?
Yeah, finals is usually top 6
Okay.
of who's left. I don't know, there's really not much else to it, but
And then you just perform the show again.
Hopefully
You get
do it
feedback
better.
you get feedback from the judges. So we always take that into consideration and change our show like 15 minutes before we perform or something. That like you kind of just have to like adapt to.
we kind of just cater our show to whatever the judges want so we can win. So like
Yeah.
if the
Yeah,
judges
fair
ask for something, we're gonna change it, even if we change it just for that performance, just so we can use it for that performance and get the win. We might change it again once we get back, but a lot of the times we end up changing it just for that performance and then going back to how we used to do it.
Yeah, so there's like a strategy to it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
You have to
So-
be really
yeah.
flexible.
I would say that's one of the best things about being a senior is you've done it 3 times. You're coming in as a freshman, you're performing in 10 minutes for like the second time in front of people, and you're asked to change dance moves, change vocals,
Yeah.
and go right back out.
And I mean, we've all been doing this since Edison Electric U.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
The one thing that's so different about show choir is like you don't like win by like I guess you win by your skill, but it's not like point. I don't know how to describe it. Like
It's
not,
very subjective.
Yes,
Is what it is.
yes.
Like you could have the best show in the world, but if
But the judges
if
don't like
4
it.
people, 5 people decide they don't like it, you know,
Then-
it's just
If
Yes.
I'm like not into rodeo or something.
yeah, right.
Mhm.
They're gonna be like,
From last year.
I'm not for this.
Like
Yeah.
I think rodeo is for like white trash hillbillies or something.
Yeah.
Like that. I don't. I'm all about the rodeo.
Yeah.
We definitely had a couple judges that not tried to take us down, but
but like
they
Yeah,
didn't really
to,
like us very
Didn't
much.
And,
us,
like,
yeah.
there's always
There's always
some
bias,
sort of bias connection.
to school.
Yeah.
The show choir world isn't that big, unfortunately. Fortunately and unfortunately.
Yeah, stuff gets around.
There's connections which are good, but sometimes you go to a comp, you know a judge that maybe doesn't have the best history with your group, or
Okay.
they're 1 of 5 that's not.
Yeah,
But it
I-
just-
oh yeah, you got it.
It just kind of sucks because like you can do your group can perform the best they've ever had.
Right.
And like realistically at another comp with other judges you could have won, but like at this other one you wouldn't.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Now, the judges, do they kind of develop these? I don't know. Let's call it a beef. They develop a beef with the school. Is it because of like a coach?
Well, because
your father?
a lot of them
Or-
are like directors of other show choirs. So if there's like a rivalry or something, or just like personal things that they have with each other, because a lot of them do know each other.
Okay.
It depends, but
Even though it's not always personal, a lot of groups, they have like regions, like they might just prefer a different type of singing.
Right.
Here is a lot different singing than down south. Out
Even
east.
Iowa.
Yeah,
like,
Iowa's
Iowa's
a
a
lot
lot more
different.
quarterly and we're more like cool and pop.
And neither's better, but one judge definitely could prefer
Yeah.
one style over another, even that.
Yeah, and then you go out west with like those California groups, and their whole thing is just like this huge production, like insane costumes. They'll have could have fireworks on stage.
Oh,
Like
wow.
they'll have
Pyrotechnics.
yeah, they'll have crazy stuff going on over there, and we're happy to be hosting one of those California groups at our competition in March. So it'll be exciting to see how that goes down. So
Isn't it gonna be like the biggest choral class, or like?
it's like
Yeah.
the best competition in the country
Yeah.
this year. So
Yep. North Flight isn't showing up
yeah,
this year.
our crosstown rivals aren't showing
Yeah,
up,
I know.
but
Scared?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean
mean,
maybe.
Didn't know why to answer
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Well, and from what I've heard, we're not competing against Flight in any competition.
not at all this
No.
year.
That's really surprising.
Or Mount Zion,
I'm
who
kinda
are
sad.
is our other
I know, me
like.
too.
Like not even at Naperville North. Like,
No.
No.
Wow.
I want to watch their show now.
Yeah.
Do some scouting.
Yeah,
Essentially.
kind of. I mean, since we aren't going to go up against them or
Right.
see them at our own comp, then.
They chose Show Choir Nationals over our competition, which I mean is fair, but
Which one are they going to?
Orlando, do you know?
I'm not sure. I just know they're going to some
That's
national
crazy.
competition. But
Well, I have a way to settle this. Let's do some some West Side Story. Some Sharks versus Jets.
Little ruffle.
Some
Yeah.
Tigers
Tigers versus
just a
Falcons.
dance off, or like in Barbie, when the Kens are fighting each other.
Oh yeah, yeah.
and also like Camp Rock, almost how they have the Camp Star.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know Camp Rock.
I don't. Should I? What is it?
Yeah,
It's
you
basically
guys-
channel original
it's
movie.
literally basically show choir, two
Yeah.
show choirs going against each other. It's like two summer camps
Oh, count me
that
in.
pride themselves on singing and dancing, and they battle
Is it?
each other.
It's kind of like a Pitch Perfect, but.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Count me in. All right. I'll do homework before your big March performance. I will have
Okay.
all these films under my belt.
And then, is there anything you can tell us about like your performance? Like, are you allowed to talk about like the theme, anything like that?
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's gonna be tonight,
Yeah,
so
right.
they're gonna know
Yeah,
it. I'm gonna
Uh,
explain the theme.
It's
overall.
really confusing, I would say.
It's more of like a story than an actual
Yeah.
like theme. Like we've had a theme in the past of like rodeo to rodeo drive, whereas this year I feel like it's more of a story.
It is, yeah, it's more of a storyline. It's there's a director who has a bad dream that he broke all the laws of show choir, and he has to go to court because of it. And the whole show is him in this nightmare, and in the end, he just wants to be able to fix it and help himself. And yeah, I want to like spoil it, but
Who's the visionary behind this? Is it your father? Or?
yeah.
Okay, nice.
Is it true that it was inspired by Suits?
That is true. I don't know how you know that,
Yeah,
but
how
that
do
is
you
true.
You know, I've got my sources.
The HBO series Suits?
Yeah.
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 Mr. Miller, one of his favorite shows.
Oh wow, that's hilarious.
That's great journalism right
Yeah,
there.
you
I
know,
must say.
the journalism's always there.
Yeah, that's our guy right there. He's got his boots on the ground all the way. In fact, he'll be there tonight taking
I
it.
will
Oh,
be
you
there
will?
tonight.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Oh,
my
great.
God, wonderful.
He's going to be representing the Sportscast tonight. He's going to give you guys a lot of constructive criticism. All right? So
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let us know
We
what you
appreciate
think.
it.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah, so we kind of start off in like a courtroom. We're all kind of corporate lawyers,
Yeah.
saying like
There's a
scales
judge.
of justice, and then we kind of go into this crazy daydream. We have like super elaborate costumes with jewels and
Some
sequins.
props.
Yeah.
Yeah, some fun props that if you'll see the show, you'll get to see those.
Yeah, and our costumes
on your
actually,
toes.
the girls' costumes at least just got in today, all of
Yeah,
it.
we had this whole scandal.
Costume
Yeah, we had to
scandal.
kind of throw together our like costumes for the girls at
Yeah.
least, but
Some snow days last week kept the costumes from coming in on
Yeah.
time, and
lost them
They
in
were-
Oklahoma.
they were worried for a minute, but we're ready.
Yeah.
We're ready to
Yeah,
go to
we're
match.
good now.
I just got to say, it's all part of the story now. It's all
Oh,
part
yeah.
of the script.
Yeah.
It's
Right?
a process.
Mhm.
Just another boulder in your way, you know? You
Yeah.
guys will shrug it off, no problem.
But I was talking to Joey about this. I think literally on the bus when we were going to bowling class, that like we feel a lot more prepared this year because of we've gotten a lot of full runs in more than we've ever had, at least in our 4 years here doing show choir. We've never had this many full runs of the show before we put it on stage before an audience. So we're really excited for people to see it, and I think we're very well prepared compared to last couple seasons.
Yeah, last year we learned the closer, which is usually like the hardest dance. It was like what 5 days before preview?
Yeah.
Not even.
Yeah.
I think last year the first time running our entire show all the way through was either preview or our first
think
It was
comp.
like the day
Preview.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy, but
And then our sophomore year, the first time we ever ran the show full out was we didn't have a preview show our sophomore year.
Yeah.
It was at our first competition. So
Yeah. That was
we're used to being like cramming in
Yeah.
at the end, but I know it can be tough on like the underclassmen because but they're gonna have to get used to it. That's how we do it every single year.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, youth and government is calling, but
Okay.
thank you guys very much. I'll leave you guys to it. But yeah, I will sign off now.
right.
See you guys.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Tomas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And let us know about all the flaws, all the chinks in their armor. All right. Don't be shy. So what's your inspiration for getting into this game in the first place? Because I think I talked about this last year when we had the Megans on, and who else did we have on?
David
Jake-
Pham.
Oh, we had Crandall. Yeah, Crandall. How could I forget those two guys? The Megans and Crandall, and so my high school. You guys said like show choir is kind of a small community.
Yeah.
I never heard of it until I started teaching at Warrenville South. So like Riverside Brookfield is where I went.
Mhm.
No program whatsoever. So what got you guys into it? Is it the feeder program at the middle school? Was it like a celebrity? Was it like Hugh Jackman or something like that?
For me, in 5th grade, I didn't make my travel basketball team. So I was like, shoot, like I'm going into middle school and I like need to do something, like an extracurricular. So I was like, I think I heard about show choir through, honestly, I might have heard it through Faith. And
Yeah.
just like, and I think like Brooke Strubing, and I was like, I'm just gonna give it a shot. And at this time, like I was really into singing and I would make like YouTube videos. I saw Grace Vanderwall on America's Got Talent. And I bought a ukulele and I was like literally her. So
that was
Are there
I-
like old school Mia Scatia YouTube videos?
Oh,
out there?
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe we have to
Search
throw
it
a
up.
clip in here.
No, we do.
We're gonna leave a comment in
The
Riptide,
ukulele.
throwback.
on Instagram for
Yes,
sure.
that was her 6th
But anyways, I
Diamond
sang
Potato.
one of Grace Vanderwall's song for my audition, and I didn't know what I was doing in there. I just auditioned. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to dance. And like, I was one of the like 6 girls that made it, and like, 6 sixth graders that made it.
Yeah.
So I
We
was
all
like,
made
I
it
don't know
6th
how I
grade.
did,
Yeah.
but I did. So it was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, so we've all been at this.
I mean, for me, I've been around show choir before I could even walk, so it was like a no-brainer for me. But at first, I was like, before I moved here, I kind of wanted to take a basketball route and do the sports route and not do show choir at all. But then I saw how big of like a culture it was here at South, and I was like, I'll just do that. And yeah, so I just surround my life with it now.
Yeah.
And
I got.
yeah,
Oh, sorry.
no, you're good.
I got into it from my brother. He did it, I think, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. So he was in it his 8th grade year when I was in it my
Carter
6th grade
was.
year. Yeah.
I don't
So I got
peg
it
him
from-
for a show
I got-
choir guy.
He was.
He was nicknamed Noodle Arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
That's
was.
great. I was gonna say he's like too long. He's like
I'd
too,
say
he's too lanky.
singing is his strong
That's
suit.
awesome.
But so I did it from him, and I've just been doing it ever since.
I don't even know when, but my neighbor did it and my cousin did it, and I watched them at Choral Classic here, and I just like, wow, I want to do that. So even like in elementary school, I would do like summer camps,
Rising Stars.
Yeah, Rising
Yeah,
Stars.
I think we all
I did that
Rising
too.
Stars together.
and it was just like, I enjoyed it, so kept it going. I like singing, I like dancing, so.
I mean, yeah, mine's familial too. My brother started in middle school in 2010, so I was like little, and then he did some of the OG classic shows that everyone remembers and talks about. So I just, I knew that's what I wanted to do too.
Cool. Now, how much of your daily life is singing and dancing? Are you guys like in the kitchen like singing and dancing? Are you guys like hop skipping to school and stuff like that? And like, have you ever seen the movie Drop Dead Gorgeous?
No.
Ooh, all right, we're gonna trade. We're gonna trade. So I'll watch what you told me to watch. You watch Drop Dead Gorgeous.
All right.
And like, so she's like walking to work. It's a young Kirsten Dunst, and she's walking to work, and she's like, her talent is like tap dancing, and I think it'd be kind of cool to like see you guys like tap dancing to Warrenville South in the morning or something like that. Going down Leesbrook.
Yeah, I know what I do when I'm like literally just like making dinner or like waiting for something to be done or ready. I'm just like have my phone propped up and I'm in my kitchen just like doing random things.
Yeah, and like I'll just be doing random stuff at home, and I'll just start singing my parts, and like it's
awesome.
like you just get into this mode like this time of year where it's like this is all we're doing ever. I know Joey has volleyball all the time, so like he has other like stuff to occupy his time, but for like those of us who don't really have anything else, it's like this is it, and our lives are just consumed by it. So
Sometimes when I'm on the tennis court, I do tennis right now too, just like waiting. Like if you're just standing there, I'm like,
Might as well.
yeah.
just like you do it
Yeah.
so much, or just it's so
Yeah.
natural. Whenever you're in the kitchen waiting, like once you learn the choreo, you just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Oh
do it.
yeah.
A
Many,
lot of
many masters during basketball practice. Just I look over and there she is doing the choreo.
A lot of like my singing and dancing at home is like specifically in the shower. Like I bring my iPad, I pull out my karaoke, and like I put on like a full performance.
That's awesome. With the shampoo bottle or Microphone?
No, I just like my acoustics are really really good. So.
I always think I sound good in there, and then I come out and it's like the second you
Yeah,
the second you get out of the bathroom acoustics, it's good.
I'm
down
embarrassed
the
to
toilet.
sing, even though like I just don't. I don't know.
But
You don't
you
sing
sing
in
I
the
lip
shower?
sync in the shower.
But you lip sync.
My parents
You sing,
stand
like, your
outside.
parents
She'll
You
sing
sing
at the
in
UNL theater in front of thousands of people, but not in the shower.
Actually, I don't sing in the shower either. The only time I sing is like I think I sing like on my like in my daily life more than I do like dance.
I would say
it the same for me too.
My mom like will sometimes if she's not doing anything, she'll like stand outside like while I'm showering and like
And
listen.
listen.
And once I'm done with the song, she'll like
Clap.
clap.
I think I would die.
It's like
Does she
actually
actually?
no, yeah, she actually does that.
Wow.
I'm gonna start singing in the shower.
Yeah,
You guys have inspired me.
especially the national anthem. That's
I
my
wonder-
go-to.
Yeah, dude, honestly, red, white, and blue.
I never get like what a life is without like people who drive in the car,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Or
like
that's
who
me right
don't
now,
sing.
or you're in the shower, like or just
Like-
something. You have music in and you don't
And you
sing
don't
along.
sing. Wow.
I don't get that.
I don't get that either.
Like driving in silence.
Like I have to.
I don't
So
know what I
awkward.
Even if you're really bad. Like,
Yeah, it's,
Like Faith still does it.
Like
Like she still sings.
not what I meant.
Yeah, count me in. Like this was a very important episode for me. I'm gonna like commit to this in 2024. I lobbied for like a staff to have like some kind of staff show choir.
oh, that would be so fun.
Last
That'd be
year on this
so
episode,
funny.
I said, all right, I kind of want to start like a staff show choir.
Yeah, you guys could
Wow.
perform at cabaret with us.
Oh.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, it's like the opening, like court jesters,
Yeah.
like just loosen up the audience
Yeah.
a little bit, you know.
You'd be like your dad at SCA.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
yeah, even though show choir is like not a sport, like it's still so physically like.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
it's
You
like,
have to be.
People just don't realize that.
Yeah, I just started playing lacrosse and like show choir is harder than lacrosse by far.
Oh
Like-
yeah.
Like breath wise, because you're like singing and like when you're singing you can't just like breathe whenever. Like it's
Yeah.
it's skill
Yeah.
to use like
Yeah,
breath
right.
support and everything.
Yeah,
Singing,
even-
dancing with the heavy costume
Yeah,
under the lights.
it is.
Oh, yeah.
You
You're
probably
sweating.
lose
Makeup.
Yeah.
thousands of calories. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
You're
Yeah, I
sweating bullets
lose.
by the.
Pounds. Weight.
By the minute.
Yeah.
For show choirs.
A lot of us at the end of performances, like, we'll just collapse on the floor
Yeah.
after and just lay there, like it's
Stars.
really physically demanding,
Yeah.
but
No,
Yeah.
I believe it.
Even doing like other sports, like, and you think you're in shape for like another sport, like it's different for show choir.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, the feeling after you're done with the performance, I remember I listened to a Hugh Jackman podcast, and he talked about just that feeling of like elation and bliss and just like being on top of the world after a performance.
that.
Tell an average Joe like me what it's like, because I don't know if I'll ever.
I mean, I'll just say it holds true for
Yeah.
show choir too. If someone else wants to elaborate on it, but
Yeah, it's good or bad. Like if you know you did bad, it's like the worst
It
feeling
is,
yeah.
in the world.
Like, ooh, I messed that up.
Yeah.
and then you feel like everything that goes on, like where we place, like what awards we get, it's
It's
your
on you.
fault because you messed up. But it's a big picture thing. Like judges aren't looking at one specific person. Like it's hard not to take it personal when you mess up, but it's just something that you have to. It's a mental block you have to move past. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And on the opposite side of that, like, when you like nail that performance, like you walk off the stage feeling like I don't even care if we get second. I don't care if we get third. I don't care if we even place. Like, it's just that feeling of like knowing that like you did your best and like you put your best out there and like that's
Yeah,
what
it's kind of like, I feel like it's harder to explain to someone who's not in show choir, just because like the feeling's so like
Yeah,
specific.
you can't
to
explain
it.
it.
But it's like you feel like you're on cloud 9. Like I don't
Yeah.
like think about like a sport, but like then like you've had your best shot ever.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I would say, well,
I don't know.
for me, I think the best feeling is like walking off the stage and going back to your homeroom and all your parents are there, like all the parents are making like a tunnel for you
Yeah.
and like cheering you on. That for me like feels the best for me because like they're giving you all that love and support that they show throughout the entire season. It's really nice.
I think that's why I like the Choral Classic performance Saturday night the
Yeah.
most, because there's no competition. So like you walk off, like you don't lose because of you or win because of anything you did. And everyone who wants, at the school performance it's fun, but some people forced to go there, you know, they're not trying to sit there and watch show choir. But like Saturday night, the energy in there is electric, and you just walk off and it's,
Cool. So I just have one very important question remaining for you guys, and then I mean, I'm in no rush to end this podcast. I enjoy your.
Yeah, this has
Your
been
company.
a fun episode.
I love show choir episodes. We're gonna do it every year. So who has the biggest X factor for the boys, for the girls? Like who's just got that that alpha mentality?
I mean,
People just want to be around them.
ooh, that's a good question.
I feel like they're different. X
There's
Factor and be around.
Because there's
Yeah.
like an X Factor, like someone who is like bringing our show to the next level right now. I'd say is Izzy. She's the judge in our show. She can just sing the lights out of anything.
Yeah.
Izzy, what's her last name?
Yankee.
She's 5 foot, what, 5'3"?
Yeah.
No, I don't think.
Maybe.
I think she's
And
like
she's supposed to be
5'1".
She's
intimidating
5'1".
to me because she's supposed to be telling me what to do throughout the whole show, and it kind of just makes like a funny dynamic. But she
She's
can
got
sing
spark.
the lights out.
She's spunky.
Yeah.
5'1", electric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as like someone who like you always want to be around,
Maybe Matt.
You watch Matt Kemker?
yeah, Matt Kemper.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone has ever enjoyed show choir more than him.
Yeah.
So true.
He's got the joy of a child every performance.
Yeah,
every
Yeah.
every performance. You'll see him at Choral Classic. He does some crazy stuff at Choral Classic. Actually, he takes it to the next level.
Yeah.
But you just love him for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't ever be mad.
You watch a show choir, they can be the cleanest group ever, but some groups are straight faced.
Yeah.
They're there to get it done.
Mhm.
Which is like, they're clean, but you watch a group that is having fun. You watch a Matt Kemker on
Yeah.
stage, and it's another
So much
level.
personality.
Yeah, if I'm a judge and I see that, I'm like,
That.
first place,
Yeah.
every category, we want to
Yeah, and that's gonna be a big tell in our show this year
Yeah.
is how we carry ourselves on the stage with our facials, because that's gonna be a big thing for our show this year is how we present ourselves with our facials because of the songs we have.
Yeah.
So. yeah.
Doing what facials match?
Telling
What
the
song?
story.
Telling the story with it.
Beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, that's all the official questions I have here. But I would love for you guys to plug everything once again for the rest of the spring, the rest of the semester. How can we see you? How can we follow you? How can we be closer to show choir?
You
classics
can
here?
follow Wheat Morrow South Classics and Wheat Morrow South Esprit on Instagram. We'll be posting what placements we get at every competition, after every competition, so you know how you can keep up that way. We host our competition in March 8 and 9. We have a cabaret, which is just a local performance kind of thing for the parents usually and friends and stuff, and that's
I'll
here
be
at
there
Wheat
front
Morrow
row.
South too as well.
I already secured the VIP table.
And there's a couple special acts that I know I've done a special act, Joey does a special act. So it's a lot of fun. That one's a lot of fun.
And
then,
one competition around here in Naperville North, the Clash. It's supposed to be like a little like boxing inspired too. The
Oh.
award's like a belt, like a boxing
Oh,
belt. It's
yeah,
super
like
sick.
it's
A bedazzled bell.
That's
Instead of like
sick.
a
It
regular
is-
trophy
No, yeah,
or
it's
medals.
so cool.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that's February 7th or 8th.
Ooh,
I'm gonna say 7th.
That's where we beat Wheaton North last year,
Mhm.
but they're not coming back this
February 17th. That is.
Oh,
Ooh,
well,
that's even better.
got the 7th.
No, it's even better. Basketball season's over. I'll be there.
Yeah,
And
I'm
then
from
every-
Naperville North High School.
Every Friday before competition, we usually wear like we have these like sweatshirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like track jackets.
Yeah, we
That's,
always
like,
wear our
the
track
sort of-
jackets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
that's-
you'll see
You
us
can't
walking
miss
around
us,
the
really.
hallway.
Cool, cool. And actually, I'd be remiss. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but you want to plug your little side hustle you got going on?
Oh,
Yeah.
if you need your hair done for prom,
Yeah, please. Yeah.
or family pictures or anything, I have an account. I do hair. It's Scacious.styles. So
She's good.
Oh, I
She
thought you
does
were
our
talking
hair.
about her YouTube. I thought-
Well, no, go watch that too.
She does the hair for show choir. She is
Yeah.
talented.
Yeah.
nice, but
50,
Yeah.
50 girls.
shameless
Getting
plug.
everyone done before herself. Yeah.
Wow,
I have
really?
Yeah.
I have a shameless plug too for homeroomshowchoir.com. It's a website you can check out like how groups are doing, and I write stories for them. So it's just a show choir blog. If you want to catch up on Illinois show choir, you might see us on there a few times. You'll definitely see our competition on there because people are going to be writing about that a lot. So just look out if I have an article out. I already have 2 written, I believe. So
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. This kid never lets the dust settle. It always surprises me. Did not know he did that as well as Mills Wire.
Yeah.
And all your other things you got going on. All right, well, we want to South Classics, Show Choir. Love y'all. You're welcome back anytime. Big
Thank
fans
you.
of your work and kind of jealous of you guys and envious of you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you, Brennan.
For sure. Thank you guys. And as we always end this with the Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers, baby.